Navy World of X Games.
X Games Aspen 2017 began with snowy conditions as Mother Nature decided to dump almost 2 feet of snow on Buttermilk Mountain early in the week. The smoke is cleared, the dust is settled, and X Games Aspen 2017 closes its books on yet another amazing year.
History, Marcus Cleveland. Backside quadruple cork? Whoa, what is that?
But that felt a little too soon. So for the next hour, we're going to take a look back at the best of this year's competitions, including record-breaking runs.
That was a quadruple underflip, folks! What? Another quadruple?
Breakout performances.
Not even 15 years old, she already has 2 X Games gold medals to her name.
Cutting-edge culture and lifestyle. And action sports progression on a level second to none.
And then here into the switch right, double 1080.
Up next, it's the best of X Games Aspen 2017.
That was an amazing run. Are you serious?
Welcome to America's Navy World of X Games.
X Games Aspen 2017 began with snowy conditions as Mother Nature decided to dump almost 2 feet of snow on Buttermilk Mountain early in the week. When the planet's most progressive women jumpers arrived for the Aspen debut of the women's snowboard big air, the skies cleared, and chilly but perfect conditions blessed the event. After some great early attempts in the jam session, legend Jamie Anderson would go down hard.
Oh my goodness.
And that was a tough fall there for Jamie Anderson.
She kind of got stuck in between doing a double cork and spinning flat. And when you're in that situation, it's very, very difficult to save it.
Jamie Anderson, the most accomplished slopestyle rider in X Games history, just went down very hard, but it was great to see her get up and walk off the course.
Seemingly unaffected, 16-year-old Haley Langland would drop in for her last attempt.
If she can put this down, it's a lot to overcome, as she's only got a combined 32 right now. But this one's for the fans. We got to see her go off right here, right now.
If she lands this trick, ladies and gentlemen, this will be history from the youngest rider on a snowboard here at X Games. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, take off your hats and throw them on the ground.
The cab double cork 1080 powered Haley Langland to gold.
I had just accidentally landed it in practice, and so I had just decided spontaneously to just keep doing it throughout practice and hopefully put it in my run. And I landed the cab double 10 on my last run, and I didn't even know it was my last run. I thought we had like 10 more minutes left, but yeah, it was a complete thrill to walk up the stairs and everyone be like, that was the last run, like you could win right now.
Congratulations to Haley Langland, putting it down and making history in the first ever women's snowboard big air contest in Aspen. Before we look back at the men's snowboard SUPERPIPE final, let's take a closer look at the pipe in this GoPro Course Spotlight.
Ayumu Hirano, of course, our defending gold medalist from the pipe in X Games Oslo last year.
They couldn't have picked a better athlete to do the GoPro course preview because Ayumu, he's made his name in this pipe. He goes so big.
All the riders constantly say this is their favorite pipe to ride on the planet. Why is that, Craig?
Under the lights, the crowd, the atmosphere, and Gunny and his team at SPT just cut this thing to perfection. 22 feet of pure heaven.
The boy that cried wolf.
Let's kick things off, shall we? Making his 6th X Games appearance, the Aussie, Scotty James, who's coming in hot.
That's how you start a final, ladies and gentlemen.
21 feet 8 inches.
It was all Scotty James in the first run of the final as he put the entire field on notice.
That's how you set a benchmark, Brando.
A 90 on the dot for Scotty James.
With the rest of the riders falling short, including a bobble from Shaun White, we move on to run 2 with Scotty still sitting in first.
His night is over, so he'll have to hold on to that run 1 score and wait for the rest of this field to go.
Run after run, Scotty looked on as a gold medal was slowly becoming a reality.
There you see our current leader, Scotty James. Will he stay that way? Matt Ladley.
Our defending gold medalist, Brando.
And 80. So that jumps Matt Ladley up into second place, but that means Scotty James wins his first ever X Games gold medal.
Obviously, it was probably the most fierce field I've ever been a part of in a finals, and you know, I was on my toes at the bottom. I was blown away when I ended up coming away with the win.
In the snowcross final, it was Tucker Hibbert looking for his 10th gold medal in a row.
As we're set to go racing, this is the final. Going for gold, 30 laps, 8 riders. And we're off. Watch the right turn. Hibbert attacks into it.
Oh, Peter Narsa coming out of nowhere. Narsa on the 54.
Oh, and they switch positions in the turn 1. Right now, as we're watching Narsa lead your top 3, Narsa, Renheim, and Lemieux. The story we've been talking about, Tucker Hibbert going for 10 in a row. He is sitting in the 4th position. Peter Narsa just dominating.
And I think that's the big surprise for me, Cam, is, you know, in 26 laps, we haven't been able to see Tucker make his way through the field like he normally can and does.
And there is the 68 of Tucker Hibbert, sitting in 4th. And here it is, Peter Narsa, the number 54, taking the checkers and taking home the win.
Sweden's Peter Narsa would not be denied and wins his first ever gold.
Just had good lines on the track and just try to stay smooth and loose. It's crazy. You know, I watched X Games when I grew up, and now I have my own gold medal.
The Best of X Games Aspen 2017 continues after the break. Welcome back to the Best of X Games Aspen 2017. It started in mid-December when riders from an assortment of moto disciplines assembled in bitter cold conditions for the first ever X Games snow bike cross qualifier. Four riders would qualify and join the rest of the invited athletes for the debut of snow bike cross.
Tucks it in tight, keeps it clean. Oh, and Henry, while leading goes down, he tries to go to the inside, and he wedges. Looks like he found a soft spot there in that berm. With the yellow and black gear. And eating snow, not a fun thing to do, especially going up to the lip of those jumps. And he's having to make his way by, going inside. Oh, he's down. Goes down. Now the leader is down, and we'll see. It looks like Matichuk going around the outside right there. So Hoyer wedges on the bottom going around a lapper, and Hodges is right there behind him now. So this is going to open up the battle.
He needs to be smart. I mean, we're only halfway through. Don't make any more mistakes. Be smart.
Matichuk stalls the bike. A mistake for Matichuk.
Even after a crash early in the race, Brock Hoyer stays focused and takes the checkered flag.
And Brock Hoyer, as predicted, the favorite comes in. Yes, he is stoked.
Under clear and cold conditions, the best female ski pipe competitors in the world were ready to put on a show for the crowd.
Remark, no, but one that you hoist high as someone who could really take this.
Yeah, I sure do. And finishing things off with a massive 900. No doubt that's taken the top spot.
With the entire field unable to best Marie Martineau's first run score, the proud mother and ski pipe veteran claimed her second X Games gold.
Is it true? What? It's just insane that I could be here and win gold. I knew that the girl that starts after me, they are all amazing skiers, and at this point we could all win. So it was probably a mental game kind of, and I knew that starting in front of them, I really had to put that run down correctly. And my daughter, I talked to her on the phone, it's 3 in the morning, it's like, yeah, mommy, wow! She was so happy.
At X Games Aspen 2016, Kevin Roland won gold in dramatic fashion when he threw one down on his last run.
Amplitude massive. There's the left side looking to upset the podium. Does he have the double down the pipe 10? Yes!
Solid. And we have a new leader and a gold medalist in Kevin Roland.
Yes! Congratulations.
Oh my God!
Needless to say, all eyes were on the returning gold medalist in his first run when he took a brutal fall.
Oh, and he goes down very hard.
Kevin Roland back on his feet. Will he be able to continue throughout the night?
Aaron Blunk would drop in for run 2, needing to stick one if he wanted a podium.
And this is where he links those 2 double corks. Switch left, doubles, and then here into the switch right, double 1080. Up for the final hit. The right side, double cork 12, he sticks it.
Sitting in first, Crested Butte's Blunk would sweat it out in the hot seat as Benoit Valentine, Gus Kenworthy, and finally Kevin Roland would all have a final run.
1260, a little backseat, but maintaining. The left double cork 12. Oh, and just can't quite hang on.
And there it is, a very stoked young man from Crested Butte earning his first ever X Games medal. And it's gold. No small feat considering the company he's in.
I got up to the start and I was like, all right. I looked at my coaches and they knew it was on. I knew it was on. I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to just land this run. And once I landed that second hit, I just knew it was like on autopilot after that. Right when I landed, it just was like, took a big breath and just threw the arm up and just claimed it. And I was like immediately just so happy to come here this year. You know, I was feeling super good the whole time. And so to get this win here is my best result ever. And I'm so unbelievably happy about it.
When we return, Max Perot defends his snowboard big air gold medal.
Quadruple underflip, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the best of X Games Aspen 2017. America's Navy men's snowboard big air, one of the most talent-rich events of X Games, lived up to its reputation again this year.
Marcus Cleveland dropping in. Backside triple cork, 1440 to get things started.
Dropping in now, our defending gold medalist, Max Perot.
That's how you do a backside triple cork, 1620, folks.
Whoa! Sam! However, this was the year of the quad, and if you wanted gold, you needed one in your bag of tricks.
Quadruple underflip, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first quad we have seen attempted at the X Games. Oh my goodness! Mark McMorris sees the Young Bucks go for the quad. He says, you know what? I'm going quadding too.
And after Marcus Cleveland stuck one.
History, Marcus Cleveland.
Backside quadruple cork? Are you kidding me? We're not talking about all-terrain vehicles with 4 tires. We're talking about going off-axis 4 separate times. Never been done at the X Games.
So too would defending gold medalist Max Perot.
1, 2, 3, 4. That was a quadruple underflip, folks.
What? Another quadruple. Max Perot defends his gold medal by just 1 point with a mind-blowing quad underflip and his cab triple cork 1800. Way to go, Max.
This year, I definitely knew it would take a quad to win. Marcus did one as well, so I really had to put down mine like perfectly. Feels really amazing to get that around my neck again. For me, X Games is my most important event of the year, and to get another gold medal this year just means so much for me.
On a near perfect day, the men of ski slopestyle were taking advantage of the conditions and putting it down on the course.
Alex Villieu-Marchand from Quebec.
Oh, already very technical on the rails. He's just got to get these jumps. Double bio 1260 mute, perfect. And there's the big disaster, switch 450. And he goes! The switch triple cork 1440, safety. Gets it perfect.
It was McCrae Williams who had the heater and led the field after the first run with a score of 93.33.
And he does it, 93.33, up into first place.
After a fall on run 1, Øystein Bråten saved his best for last, surprising the favorites with the run of his X Games career.
There he is, 450 out of that transfer. That is a very technical rail run, deceivingly hard. Switch, 1260, grabbing, tail grab, and laying it out. Into the final jump, what has he got? Triple cork, 1440, he gets it, perfect!
Øystein Bråten puts it down, and nothing seemingly removed from that run. Look at this!
94.33, up at the first. With that, Øystein Bråten is going to be our gold medalist.
I can't believe it. It's still gonna take a couple of days before I believe it, I think. It's been my biggest dream for so long, and it's just started out as a wild dream, and today it happened, and I couldn't be more stoked for sure.
The women of snowboard slopestyle were again putting on a clinic at this year's competition.
And there's Katie Ormerod. This would be where the Cab 9 is. And yes, she goes for it, Brando. Cab 9 under.
Young Hale's already one of X Games Aspen 2017's MVPs.
I mean, it's crazy. We're talking about a 16-year-old who already has experience at the biggest contest in the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do a frontside 360. Nobody does it better than Lang.
Styly
on this way to final jump. Cab 540.
And after some progressive riding, it was Miss Slopestyle herself, Jamie Anderson, sitting in first place after run 1 with a 91.33. But X Games rookie Julia Marino was swinging for the fences in run 2.
Whoa, Jules Marino, cab 2 on that flat to down rail. This is the most technical run we have seen on the rails. We're going frontside 540 on the second jump.
Clean as a whistle.
There. Cab, double, underflip. Boom!
Stomp the yard, Jules Marino.
The afterbang on that landing.
Started from the bottom, now she's here. Marino takes over the top spot. An 89.33, so Jamie Anderson stays in second place, which means the rookie, Jules Marino, earns gold.
At the bottom, I was like so juiced and amped. Like
crazy feeling just like rushed through me, and you know, it was like, wow, I could actually win this right now with that run.
A huge day for Julia Marino on the Jeep Slopestyle course. A gold medal at her first X Games. Simply amazing. Earlier in the week, the boys of Snowcross Adaptive Racing mixed it up on the course. And at the checkered flag, it was veteran Mike Schultz crossing the line for his 8th overall X Games gold medal. A lot going on at X Games Aspen this year, including Harley-Davidson's announcement of their new AMA flat track racing team, who will be going for gold in Minneapolis this year at the Summer X Games.
It's been a dream come true of mine to race for Harley-Davidson.
Flat track racing is in a golden era at the moment.
The team that everyone wants to be on.
That looks like Jake Johnson with the number 5.
Coolbeth, one of the veterans of our circuit.
It's one of those things that's on everybody's checklist.
This is a sport that's going worldwide.
I'm Jake Johnson, 2-time Grand National Champion.
I am Kenny Coolbeth, 3-time Grand National Champion.
I'm Brandon Robinson, 4-time Grand National main event winner.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa, Dad, I'm the baby.
You can see why the world's best love flat track racing.
Yeah, I've learned a lot by watching these guys, and it's good for me so I can bounce some ideas off of those guys and learn from them.
The drama has started already.
At 140 miles per hour, we're getting into the turn, just throwing our elbows up like this.
You know, something like that, and guys on the ground.
The cool thing about the XG 750R is you can go out there and buy a street 750, and it's basically the same motor that we're using on race day.
X Games is a huge event for us.
It's just an amazing event to go to. The atmosphere it's crazy. You feel like a rock star when you walk in there.
Well, we're all here for one goal, is put Harley-Davidson at the front.
We're all working towards the same goal and trying to win a championship for Harley-Davidson.
I'm excited to be part of the team and looking forward to a great future.
It should be good this year in Minneapolis.
After the break, it's Snowmobile Freestyle. And the ladies drop in for the inaugural Ski Big Air. Welcome back to the Best of X Games Aspen 2017. The X Games snowmobile fans showed up in full force for the Monster Energy Snowmobile Freestyle Final. The best in the sport were in the house, including Levi LaValle, Colton Moore, Heath Frisbee, and Joe Parsons. After run 1, it was Colton Moore sitting in first place. We pick up the competition in run 2 with only Joe Parsons standing in the way of Colton Moore's gold medal.
The question is, can Joe Parsons bring the magic?
This is all what we want as fans. We want it to come down to the last guy. Joe, do your job. Go big. Stomp your landings.
That was a tough landing right there.
That thing is just so weird looking. He held that to the absolute last second. Everything so far setting Joe up perfectly. Nothing is... Oh! That was not...
He landed backwards, but not exactly the way he had done it before. He stayed holding.
This trick will tell it right here. Whoa, what is that?
He spun around on top of the sled.
It was so crazy though to see him try to grab the handlebar, get a lot of the, oh, he almost lost it in the celebratory wheelie.
Question is, was it executed cleanly enough? And it was. At 93, Joe Parsons is gonna earn the gold medal here at Monster Energy Snowmobile Freestyle.
Joe Parsons, X Games gold in his last run. A huge performance under the gun.
Super stoked. I've got 5 gold medals and I've never cried. I haven't cried for a long time, and I cried after this one just because the injury, the stress, being a father and trying to do my best for them and my wife, and trying to put it all together and have it be successful. It's just so special.
The women of the first ever Ski Big Air event at X Games Aspen showed up and showed why it was the right time to include this event on the menu.
Here she is. She won X Games last year in slopestyle at age 13, and now the 14-year-old coming in backwards. Kelly Silveroo, her first hit.
Looking over that left shoulder, nailing the switch 900.
It's 18-year-old Maggie Voisin out of Montana coming in forward here, her first opportunity.
And winding up for a sick 900, stomping it super clean.
Emma Dahlstrom.
Nice, locking onto the double grab there, switch 720, known for her style.
Here's Lisa Zimmerman. She's sitting on a 38, the highest single run score forward this time.
Nice. Getting the 900 truck driver totally tweaked out.
And here's Kelly Silveroo.
We saw her with the switch 9 last time over the right shoulder, and that was the switch left 9.
With Estonian teen sensation Kelly Silveroo sitting in first, Lisa Zimmerman would need to step it up for the top spot.
But this girl is going for gold tonight, so let's see what she's got right now. Coming in switch, looking over the left shoulder, and lacing up the double 10! What? Woo! Yeah, Lisa, stomping. Stomping. History's made.
Wow.
I think every girl, we were just pushing each other and like also being happy for each other when like somebody stomped. There were so many like girls doing super cool tricks. So it was a really cool night.
See if she just does something for the fans out there. Nice, stomping the 9.
In her first X Games Aspen appearance, Germany's Lisa Zimmerman takes gold on the strength of a double cork 1080, the first landed by a woman in an X Games ski contest. After the first run of the Real Cost Women's Snowboard SUPERPIPE Final, China's Xu Tong Kai was sitting in the lead.
40, she's on one, Brando.
A few surprising performances, including a fall from Chloe Kim in run 1, left the door wide open heading into run 2.
This is Elena's 13th X Games appearance.
Boom! She's got a great method. So there's that front side 900 stomp. Watch this backside 900 too. Done beautifully, and the alley-oop backside rodeo stomped.
Elena Height would clean up any issue she had in run 1 and put down one of her best ever in her second attempt.
An 87.33, and she jumps up into first place.
Every year you come into X Games with different expectations of yourself and a different run that you have in your mind that you'd like to do, and this was what I had been envisioning, you know, since the beginning of the season for this contest. So I am so stoked with how I rode and definitely feel like I put together a really good run.
With only the defending gold medalist left to go, Elena would look on.
That's where she fell on her first run. Run 7 to cab 7 there. Wow, this is going to be very, very interesting, Brando. She even put her hands up. She said, I don't know.
Her score comes in at an 81, good enough for third place, but that means Elena Height wins her first X Games gold medal ever.
Wow.
Been coming to X Games since I was 14, but you know, I have kind of had the gold medal elude me a little bit. To come away with gold tonight is just a dream come true.
It's become a staple here at X Games Aspen. the Special Olympics unified snowboard racing event. Let's take a look at what an amazing time it was for those who participated.
Partner in crime is here!
I am totally excited to be here. Totally excited to be back with my partner.
It's so amazing to be here. Third time around with Data. We get to come out, lay it down, show some skill, and talk some smack.
Craig Mulbrook from Australia. I love it. You meet new friends and sort of stuff. I mean, new people you haven't met before.
This is incredible, coming back, man. It's been 7 years since I sustained my traumatic brain injury that ended my competitive snowboard career. And so to be back here and, you know, to be supporting the Special Olympics, having a brother with Down syndrome and to be able to be a part of this is so special. These guys they're full of life, man. They're just so alive up here.
I think Craig brought some sun over from Australia. We've been blessed with some beautiful weather, so the course is good and having a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's so special to come out here and be a part of this whole movement and everyone kind of coming together and enjoying sports.
It's the roots, you know, it's the genuine stoke of just snowboarding. And really cool individuals who love to be competitive, and you know, it reminds you of what it's really about.
All right, you're up, baby.
I'm up, let's kill it.
Go!
And they're off. Dana getting a nice start.
Go! First run was amazing.
She slayed it.
I killed it.
Whoa! Tossed up the horns mid-carve.
Yeah, he is so fast. Sims here is going Mach 10, which was awesome. I think he was going way faster than me. I was like, give me some tips.
And the golds go to Jamie Anderson and 7 Fedotov. Congratulations.
Winning a gold medal in the unified snowboarding event is kind of like no other medal. Spirits up there are just high and happy and all about good vibes.
The elite field of the GoPro men's ski big air took flight under the lights before a huge crowd at the base of Buttermilk Mountain.
Up at the top right now, James Woods.
Coming in switch to the jump, doing a switch, double cork, 1080 octo grab, perfect.
And James Woods, the extraordinary air sense right there. And a man who's won big air 3 times. His first jump now. It's Sweden's Henrik Harlow.
Going with the nose butter double cork 1260. That is perfection.
Henrik Harlow and James Woods would trade jabs, but it was the Brit switch triple cork 1440 octo grab that set him apart from the rest of the pack.
Looking for an improvement, has a 41 and a 42.
Massive switch triple cork 1440 octo grab. Going huge, stopping that landing.
Here's Henrik Harlow.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what that was. Switch triple cork 1620.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this just it. James Woods takes away the gold medal at the GoPro Ski Big Air.
Obviously, I've been chasing the elusive gold for a long time, and it's my first time in big air. I've always just focused so hard on slopestyle. It's my favorite thing, and I've been saving big air until I felt really ready to do it, and here we are.
A huge night for the British skier James Woods here at X Games Aspen. Under clear blue skies, the youngest field at X Games Aspen 2017 assembled on top of a near-perfect course in near-perfect conditions.
We've got something special here. Why? Because what we've come to expect from Kelly Sildaru from Tallinn, Estonia is nothing but absolute madness and grace.
The first run was all Kelly Silderu as the returning gold medalist put down a 92.33.
92.33, even with the mistake on the grab at the bottom, first place.
In run 2, her fellow teams tried to best Queen Kelly's first run.
Tess really impressed me with that first run. I haven't seen her ski much, so I was totally blown away with what she brought. The only girl we're seeing sliding the wall ride, switch left, woo, 900, not quite clean enough. And here is that 7 we took a look at in the first run.
Whoa! Maggie Boysen.
Here she is with the right side, 720, a little bit backseat on the landing, 540, switch left, 720. Not gonna up her score with that one.
We're on. The last athlete that could potentially upset the podium, and the way things are rolling right now, this is Johanna Kili.
Switch left side, 540 here. Left side, 900, getting the tail grab, stomping it clean, looking over the right shoulder, spinning the other way, switch right, 720, stomping!
That was very clean, if I may say so myself. There it is, an 85.66. And Johanna Kili jumps into third place. She's on the podium, and with that, we can officially say that the 14-year-old from Estonia, Kelly Silderu, is a repeat gold medalist.
Kelly would have a victory lap, becoming the first X Games athlete ever with 2 gold medals before the age of 15. Looks like the beginning of many entries into the record book for this young star.
I think Estonia's going to be excited now.
X Games Aspen was the place to be all week long, as there was something for everyone to enjoy at this celebration of sports, lifestyle, and music. Before we go to break, here's a look at the Chainsmokers' musical performance on the Geico music stage.
Go down together. They'll say you could do anything. They'll say that I was clever. If we go down, then we go down together. We'll get away with everything. Let's show them we are better.
X Games, make some noise right now!
Let's show them we are better. Let's show them we are better. We were staying in Paris.
X Games, are you ready?
Let's show them we are better. We were staying in Paris.
After the break, Mark McMorris tries to defend in snowboard slopestyle. And Snowmobile Best Trick is back.
Welcome back to America's Navy World of X Games.
Welcome back to the Best of X Games Aspen 2017. We're taking a look back at the good times and great moments that define this year's event. For the first time since 2013, Snowmobile Best Trick was contested at X Games. The focus? The double backflip.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has said he's going for the double backflip. Come on, man. It's slow. That's way slow. The skis came around. He stayed committed, and that's what he had to do. The crowd giving huge love.
It's a game of inches with a trick as technical as a double backflip on a sled. And Heath was almost, but not quite there. An emotional process after so much time spent working toward the goal. After watching Heath's attempt, Colton Moore fired up his sled and went for it.
Okay, so my question, the under rotation, Did he learn something? Did it help him or hurt him?
I think it 100% helped him. I think he knows what he did wrong. You know what's crazy? Is Colton has never straight aired this ramp. He's never done a speed check. He's only done the double flip. And that's what he's going to go do right now.
Double backflip.
Come on, Colton. That's rotation. Stick it. Oh!
Oh, that was... He's able to bring it around. Obviously, the impact just massive.
Another close call, and after a hard crash, Colton was attended to by the medical staff. A huge trick from Brett Turcotte would put him in first with only one rider left, Daniel Bodine.
Bodine gets the grab and the flip.
That was big extension.
Big extension for sure, but is it enough? And he needs an 83.33, and he gets it. Daniel Bodine, an 85.33. Bodine will take home the gold medal here.
We're in the middle of round one of the men's snowboard slopestyle final here on the fourth and final day of X Games Aspen. In run one, Marcus Cleveland proved his big air performance was no fluke and that this youngster is the future.
That was insane. Back 50, back to 270 out.
This 17-year-old has taken buttermilk by storm.
Backside 1080 on the first of three jumps, and then going cab 1620 triple. Your backside triple cork 1440. May as well just put it on autopilot and let it cruise into the bay
that
there.
last hit was as effortless as I've ever seen in a slopestyle competition. He made that look so easy. 91.66 for Marcus Cleveland.
Now I need to wait at the bottom for everybody else to drop, and I was just super nervous because Mark had to drop, Max had to drop, and Mons, and yeah, everybody pretty much had to drop. It was scary waiting down there.
He'd be chased by the likes of Max Perot, but a small bobble would keep him off the top spot.
Ooh, a little bobble on that landing, still puts the hands up. That was a great run from Max Perot. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if it beats Cleveland's cab triple 1620.
Everything comes so automatic to Perot, and he did this in qualifiers, if you remember. His first run left a lot to be desired and then came correct. Truly, Seb Toupetant has been training like a madman. He is ready, not just to defend his silver medal, but maybe take over the top spot. Sebastian Toupetant's precision on the rails gave him a good chance, until a fall in the jumps.
Oh! We were holding our breath in this booth because if he would have put that one down,
he would have just put the entire field on notice. Mark McMorris, the last to go in run one of this two-run contest.
Mark McMorris lives for Sundays, but he almost lost it there, hangs on to it. Go for that 50-50 back two. Switch backside 1260.
This is where he separates himself.
There's that backside triple cork 1440. Boom! Uno, dos, tres. Frontside triple cork 1440. Mark McMorris lives for Sundays. He was untouchable except for this. This is where it goes wrong.
I'm so happy that I managed to land my first run, and yeah, it was insane.
In run two, the veterans couldn't take down the 17-year-old rookie, leaving Mark McMorris, the defending champion, in familiar territory as the last to go. Fairy book endings, you couldn't write it any better than this. The final man, our defending gold medalist, what can he do to reclaim the top spot?
First rail, a little bit cleaner than his first run. Switchback two, not as clean as his first run. So, Mark McMorris, this is where he's made his career, ladies and gentlemen. Switch backside 1260, stomp. No, Mark McMorris. So unfortunate.
Oh, no.
It looked like he had it, but that revert there on the back triple will do it. There is a look at your winner, Marcus Cleveland.
Couldn't be more happy.
Thanks for joining us today for our look back at all of the stories that made this year's X Games Aspen such an epic event. Want more? Check out xgames.com for tons of great content. I'm Brandon Graham, and we'll see you this summer in Minneapolis. Thanks for watching.